Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Sorry, I have so many platforms going on. YouTube, you guys are the heart and soul of this operation, even though many of you have come from the TikTok live streams. So, welcome to day 6, guys, of Fastgiving. Thank you for joining me here today. I don't like the way this laptop displays my digital avatar. So forgive me, user. And good morning, user. Today it is hot water. Susie, perfect. This morning, Susie, hot water with mint and ginger. And I hope you're doing well today, Susie. By the way, did you get an update for this live stream? So Susie, I have found success on another streaming application. It is called BIGO. I'll type it in the chat room right now, BIGO. I'm not asking you to head over to BIGO, but I am going to connect my iPhone to this app and interface with some of the users in the BIGO. Susan, you did get the update. And welcome to our second user. By the way, YouTube, I will be connecting shortly to the BIGO live stream. And Susan, I was just made aware of this by a Google search yesterday, but the average BIGO user, and this is not a financial endeavor by any means, however, my digital avatar does garnish an intense amount of attention. So I was basically stopped mid live stream by an agent, okay, and they noticed my talent and informed me to the financial capabilities of this application, which is the monetization aspect is higher than TikTok for the streaming audience. Basically, $25 an hour is the average income, and the highest amount take home per month is about $30,000 for the high end. So I will grab my tarot deck somewhere wherever it is. Susan, it is not my tarot deck, by the way. It is Abigail's, and I don't use tarot decks ever, literally ever. However, I decided to implement them into my practice because it's a selling point. Let's be honest. If I am to delve into social media over the next 3 years, I must be making some form of currency along the way. Okay, period. Obviously, you know. This is Susan. That's another way I live my life. I've decided this. I will get paid to do the things that I already do, Susan. And I have demonstrated that over the past 7 years. More effectively over the past year. So thank you, Susan. That's just a slight update. Update number 2 for my TikTok 2 who are in the YouTube channel. Guys, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I got scammed, but I did purchase 1,000 followers. Susie, okay, excuse me, Susie. I did purchase 1,000 followers for my backup account, all right, Telepathic DNA on TikTok. That is supposed to go through today, Susie. Supposedly, I very well could have possibly lost $26 for this transaction. That goes directly into Dubai, okay, and contributes to their ultra smart city. So I'm expecting the technologically advanced society of Dubai to provide me the said 1,000 followers. That is legit. That is what I've heard. I saw nothing but 5-star reviews. Telepathic DNA, one word. So, Susie, are you familiar with another live streamer on TikTok by the name of Bridger Ace, perhaps? We have very, very similar mannerisms, I figured out. And Susie, do you know what struck me? Do you know what struck me as fascinating by this user? Okay, that is fine. I may or may not tag you guys in his live stream one day. Not a holistic plant-based practitioner, but a highly freedom expressing individual, okay? Someone who realizes we are in a death trap as far as society goes. What struck me very, why I was surprised by this individual's live stream wasn't our similarities and our differences. What it was, Susie, was the same exact of trolling comments that this individual received to the exact same sentences. Susie, very, very uncanny use of sentences to trigger this individual along with myself, which is why I am here right now. So I was able to kind of take a back seat and witness some of these parasitic trolls at work because, as you see, I am building a holistic network, Susie, which you are a part of, but there is a parasitic network as well that is at work each and every single day, the same as I am. So, Susie, I'm starting to understand where you are coming from, Susie, when you're telling me to relax. So, Susie, I'm sorry that I do learn the hard way, Susie, but I did see a reflection of myself in this individual. And it really, Susie, it really did spark my creative mind to see him struggling. And he didn't lose live access. He maintained his composure. Nonetheless, he was triggered. Okay, so Susie, in order to deal with these entities that we face at the Holistic War Room table, in order to make them rage, which is my ultimate goal, Susie, in order to make them rage and simultaneously communicate with you at the same time, Susie, I will be ignoring 99.9% of every single troll comment from here on forward, except if they make it too easy for me, Susie, to obliterate them, I will take the shot. I will take the shot, Susie, only if they put their third eye directly in my spiritual sniper crosshair, Susie. I didn't tell you to relax. I just started to block. Negative. Okay. I think you didn't have to tell me, Susie. I picked up on your energy. You were not telling me, but you were just, I guess, in a way, reaching out to me to help me to understand that they are completely and totally irrelevant. But they do play their role on TikTok as a parasitic network. And when I return to the live stream, I will definitely keep that in mind. Yes. And again, Susie, only if they step into my spiritual sniper crosshairs with their third eye completely in the target, only then will I pull the trigger. But I do not have time to refocus, recalibrate, reload. And I mean, although you have seen me do this quite effectively, it does take up the entire live stream, Susie, for me to reload, aim, fire, reload, aim, fire. I can do that. Yes, I can do that, as you've seen. But I will at some point lose access to my live stream if I continue the kill shots. Okay, so in order for them to rage on the inside, which they already are, I will employ that method. So that's the channel update for the TikTok, Susie. Telepathic DNA it should be up at some point today with 1,000 followers. I expect to be back on the TikTok live streams today. And yeah, at the end of the day, we all know they are just mean. However, I do see that as somebody inside, trapped in their body, thrashing out in the water, if you will, trying to swim, using most of their energy to just keep their head above water. It's just pathetic. Honestly, it's pathetic. So for me to, and I saw this in Bridger Ace. I saw him become triggered by the exact same comment that I lost access to, and he did maintain his composure a lot better. But the fact that he was triggered alone was enough for me to wake up to what is happening. All right, Susie. A reminder that this is mint and ginger today. Thank God there's no apple cider vinegar in here, because apple cider and vinegar and herbs do not mix well. I don't know what Abigail is very, very sweet, a beautiful girlfriend of mine. Much like myself, in the beginning, I used to just throw so many concoctions, apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, cayenne, whatever. However, I found personally less is more. That's what I personally figured out. So this is a very, very stimulating in a calm way. Mint and ginger. Wow, you don't even need much. I don't have any Tulsi tea in here. Just hot distilled water, Tulsi and ginger. And it, I don't know what that noise was, but it is very, very powerful. Okay. So Susie, look, I'm going to hop on here on the BuyGo app. So if you lose me, if I don't see you for a minute, just know that this episode does rebroadcast automatically. And yeah, I will keep you updated on the TikTok situation. It should be live. And I will accept this invitation later. Thank you, Susie. I will have a good day. I will have a good day. I hope you do as well. I know you will. So, yeah. Feel free to enjoy whatever is about to happen while you're here, or definitely enjoy your day, Susie. I'm doing that as I speak. And I'm about to log on to the live stream app here. Just for a quick period of time, I will be uploading some full-length conversations, some pending conversations to the YouTube, along with the screen recordings. I do believe I have at least 2 episodes that should be uploaded to YouTube. One episode that is 5 hours long. I did receive 3 subscribers that night. I think you were one of them, Susie. So that episode will be uploaded to the YouTube in 5 parts. It is literally a 5-hour episode from 11 to 4 in the morning. Absolute insanity. Hello, BuyGo. Welcome to the Holistic Lounge. So before I entertain the BuyGo, Susie, look, Daisy and I figured out last night that half of the users in the BuyGo live stream are in fact artificial intelligence. So I will not really be officially addressing anything in the BuyGo unless I see an actual human being, first and foremost. Okay. Come and support. Okay, the temple. Look. Hi, Mari. The temple. How can I come and support your temple? I followed you. And the temple, I will spiritually evaluate your situation because I am a telepathic individual and you have proven yourself human. And I just got an upgrade, okay? Thank you guys for the upgrade. You guys must be really enjoying the Holistic Lounge. So look, enjoy it further. Guys, I am a TikTok celebrity. I am contender for TikTok live streamer of the year. And by chance of luck, I've ended up on the BuyGo live stream to express my telepathic abilities for the time being. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to do this to BuyGo. Poor BuyGo. OnlyVan619 on YouTube, on TikTok. The temple, I see you are a chosen one according to your IG user numbers. That means we are a direct reflection of one another. Something I say here or on one of my platforms will, in fact, spark your creative mind so that you can further align with what I am saying. And that is a 30-second spiritual expression. I have the tarot deck, by the way. I have the tarot deck. I do have the tarot deck. If anybody, Heather Elmore, you just walked into the YouTube channel and you see me yelling into another screen, Heather. That's pretty typical of my mannerisms. Heather, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Did you fall off and face some major emotional turmoil? Or was it just my absence from the? Heather, something inside of me yesterday caught a telepathic wave from you, and I sensed that you were facing some emotional difficulties. Did I receive a telepathic message that was not correct? Because I thought of you, Heather, because Heather, let me tell you right now that I am on day 7 of my solid food vacation. And I myself am facing extreme emotional difficulties. Yes, even the holistic Jedi. Because Heather, it is you versus you. It is you versus you, okay? And you're on day 3. And look, Heather, it's as proven, Heather, it's always harder when you put a time restriction or time frame on it. It automatically you upped the difficulty level automatically just by that one action. And that's similar to how old are you? Okay, what age are you? That is why I never release my age. Okay. I'm glad to see you too, Heather, because I did think about you last night. Because, like I said, well, I don't know if you've heard this part, Heather, but when I did complete fast giving in 2021, around day 13, 14, I did break down, and cry is a light word. What is it called when you actually cry hard? Crying is not accurate. Wailing in despair on the ground, rolling on the floor in tears. Heather, I kid you not, last fast giving on day 14 of this liquid solid food vacation, I was brought to my knees, okay, for an hour, wrestling with this emotional turmoil that I have buried with these processed foods. So, Heather, although I'm on day 8 now and it's not as extreme, there are remnants of that. There are remnants of that energy that is still within this vessel. It's very, very interesting what we deal with when we begin to embark on this adventure, Heather. Because, Heather, here was another indication I got from your journey. Because I remember how enthusiastic you were in the beginning, how exciting it is. And then I sensed from you last night a WTF moment. And yes, there will be many, many of those. That is a Domino's pizza right now would sound so much better than everything that I'm going through. Yes, Heather. Yes. Hello, Bigo. None of you have cared to prove to me whether or not you are in fact human. You can do this by typing in any number of your choice. Until then, I'm interacting with my YouTube channel exclusively. But for any possible humans that are in the Bigo live stream, I will strike the holistic bell for you now to let you know that I am indeed human as well. So type in a number to prove to me that you are in fact a human being and not artificial intelligence, and we will move on with the BIGO live stream. If not, in the next 5 minutes, I will end this live stream at your loss, guys, at your loss, because yes, I will express my telepathic abilities to you all. And you are looking at a TikTok celebrity. You are looking at Jonathan Trueblood has joined, okay? Jonathan Trueblood, I was trying to awaken some of the artificial intelligence in the room, and you just joined just in time. You have relieved me. Thank you, Jonathan Trueblood. By the way, Jonathan Trueblood, hot distilled water, fresh mint, and ginger is this morning's liquid stimulation. And to Heather and to Jonathan Trueblood, which you are both from the TikTok, but Jonathan, I'm addressing my YouTube channel as well. Heather Almore, yes. And your 13-year-old, depending on their state of consciousness, could assist you in this fast. Something is telling me that they are assisting you with this fast, which is absolutely beautiful. However, a lot of 13-year-olds are compromised further than their parents due to candy, etc. But Heather, yes, the enthusiasm does reach peaks and valleys. So Heather, I did receive some sort of signal from you last night, so I'm glad to see you here this morning, carrying on. Day 3, if you're on day 3, for me personally, it is the most difficult. The most difficult day is day 3. And Jonathan Trueblood wants to add that he is having apple, pineapple, ginger for his first intake. High five. I got a whole bunch of heart faces from Negency. Let's see. Negency, what did you break your fast with this morning? Because Jonathan Trueblood has had apple, pineapple, and ginger juice. By the way, Jonathan Trueblood, I know for a fact that combination is absolutely delicious because I just had that earlier this week. Apple, pineapple. Apple and pineapple go extremely well together, Heather, just in case you're wondering. Apple and pineapple, I don't know why. They're absolute. It's like almost like peanut butter and jelly. I'm not sure what it is. So I saw somebody left me some heart emojis. I will evaluate their situation. I see a chosen number. I see chosen one in your profile, Negency. What that means is something I'm saying has the ability to spark your creative mind, so that you can align further with what I'm saying, the holistic lifestyle, plant-based veganism. Okay, Negency. So are the heart faces still active? And look, now it's getting serious on BIGO. Once you have been streaming for 15 minutes, they put your profile on the face of the app. And this is how I will receive $30,000 in the year of 2024. Yes, I'm speaking it to existence now. As incoming TikTok live streamer of the year, I will obliterate the BIGO live streams and financially withdraw every single cent I possibly can from this platform, up to the current cap we know is $30,000 a month, which I will achieve in the year of the dragon in 2024. Jonathan Trueblood, for some context on what I just stated, Jonathan, I did have an agent from this application essentially stop my. That's amazing, Heather, that you had pineapple and pomegranate. That is either pomegranate and pineapple or pomegranate and apple. Both of those combinations, I do not know which is tastier. It's not a race. They're both extremely delicious. Jonathan Trueblood, it looks like I will be monetizing this app. I will be accepting the invitation from the said agent and being financially rewarded while displaying the lifestyle of the holistic, plant-based, and on. Jonathan Trueblood, another thing. I did attempt to purchase 1,000 followers last night for my backup TikTok account, which would allow me to gain access to the live streams once again. Okay. So I will be attempting to do so later on today, Jonathan Trueblood. I don't think I'm going to do a matchup today. I mean, this morning, but I will come on later on the BIGO and do some matchups. Jonathan, I'm glad you're in here right now. I was hoping last night, Jonathan, I was on a roll. I was actually interacting with many BIGO live streamers. So it was a very very successful broadcast last night. And it looks like a lot of users on this app are active after hours. Welcome, Mr. David. Welcome, Mr. Alizi. Yes, Jonathan Trueblood, I will tag you in the backup today. By the way, to the oncoming users, which one of you is an actual human and not artificial intelligence? Is there any one of you who have just joined who is perhaps an actual human? Look, this says keep streaming for 2 more minutes and I will be noticed by more people, aka artificial intelligence. I'm just going to leave it going for 2 minutes and see what happens. Mr. David is not sure if he is AI or a human. Okay, so Mr. David, I can assist you with this. Let me click on your profile. It looks like you have served the military at some point in your career. Thank you. However, let me evaluate your numbers based off of from a spiritual standpoint. So, Mr. David, it looks like you were on the beginning of something. And you have a very open mind, David, okay? And I sense you're on the beginning of something in your life in more ways. So could you be artificial intelligence? Judging by your profile picture, yes, you could be AI, okay? Let's be honest. And I'm being completely honest with you, Mr. David, because I do come from a military family. And they are programmed to display robotic tendencies, Mr. David. So I can see your questioning to your humanity at this point, Mr. David. However, let me spiritually evaluate your situation and see how we can regain access to your humanity that has been stripped of you. So you will need to begin to look inside, Mr. David, to reaccess your human abilities, your human being that has been stripped by the military, Mr. David. And I mean that with my whole heart, David, because Heather, I know for a fact that you are in one of my videos. Heather, this is a new injury. I did skateboard recently. If you want to see this hand, I haven't revealed this hand, but this is why it's been wrapped up. If you do see, there is a deep cut here that is just now sealed the first layer. This, Heather, was one of the most painful injuries I've ever received. And I've received very many. But Heather, I know for a fact you are on multiple videos, probably towards the beginning of this, like in the very beginning of this YouTube channel is where I would expect to see you, Heather. Okay? So if you're to look through, I would start from the very beginning. That was when I remember addressing you the most. And then it feels like you've been absent or actually not absent, just working on yourself. Because it does, once you hit the ground with that much enthusiasm, you will begin to do the self-work it takes. And withdrawing from social media is helpful, depending on what you're intaking. Thank you, Jay True. For liking the BIGO Live. I did have Daisy in here last night talking comments, and Heather, they're the most vulnerable part of my body. Yes. And I don't know, Heather, if I informed you about what I did to, what hand was it? It was this hand. I have broken both hands in the past 2-3 years. Both of my hands have been broken. And Heather, these 2 fingers actually, about 3 years ago in 2019, I was skateboarding home, okay? I was skateboarding home, not attempting any tricks, just attempting to get home. Ironically, on the night, the next day was Thanksgiving, ironically. And um, look, if it weren't for that experience of me breaking my hand on that night, who knows if this was before I embarked on fast giving. So a lot of these adventures have brought me to where I am today. A lot of this pain has brought me to this point. Heather, basically, this finger was facing that way, dislocated that way. This finger dislocated that way. I stood up, not aware as to how bad it was, because Heather, when I hit the ground after I was traveling at a very high rate of speed, hit the ground, used my hand to block the impact. But Heather, do you know what I was most concerned about? It was my teeth. No, Heather, I did not use cayenne pepper for this. I will let you know how I handled this. My first concern, Heather, was my teeth, because my face did hit the ground. My mouth did hit the ground. I did hear my teeth through my lips, touch my lips through the concrete. So my main concern, and since I have a chipped tooth already, I'm very injury prone, by the way. I have a chipped tooth that is capped. So my first, I thought I lost my front two teeth, legitimately. But I realized they were fine. So I was okay until I saw my hand. Literally, I didn't even know my hand was dislocated until I literally, Heather, I looked at it. And I was shocked. I was shocked by what happened to my hand. Thank you, Mr. David, for the follow. And I immediately pulled these two. This finger was dislocated that way. This was that way. I immediately popped them back into place, and I had to quit my job the very next day. I had to quit my job. Okay, I had to let them know I would not be coming into work for X amount of time. And what I did for that, Heather, was, well, I did not go to the hospital. I did not take any pain medicine. I suffered. I suffered immensely. I did use castor oil. Okay. Looking back on an injury like that, I did ice it. Okay. Look, all I know is if I would have went to surgery, Heather, it would have cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I probably still would. I can make almost a full fist now. Not exactly, not 100, but 95%. Yeah, it is scabbed over. I can actually remove this bandage now. This one took a longer to scab over. So I will unwrap this today. I will take a bath here shortly, Heather. But Heather, yeah, that was definitely, well, this was surprisingly close to the pain level of this. So let me just leave it here, Heather, on the hand injuries. Injuries to the hand are the most painful. I'm going to say that they are the most painful. And that one, and then not even a year later, I dislocated this finger in the very same, not in the very same way, but it did dislocate in a similar fashion. I had to pop it back into place. I had a lot more trouble popping this one back into place. This one took me a few tries, okay? So this one was scary because if I didn't fix this one, and this one literally looked like an accordion. Have you seen an accordion before? This one literally looked like an accordion when I came up, and it was not relocating immediately, which did freak me the fuck out because this was during the height of COVID, and there was no way, Heather, there was no way in hell I was going into a hospital during COVID. That's like going into, as Hansel and Gretel, going to the witch's house, knowing that you're going to be eaten up. Heather, thank you so much. The pain it's a learning lesson, and there's lessons I was either not paying attention to or just, and this is why I'm still getting injured to this day. It's because there's lessons that I am blatantly ignoring, Heather. So this is yes, I'm a klutz, but it's more that I'm being ignorant, Heather, is really what it is. I am being ignorant to something that is causing these injuries. It's not just my incompetence, okay? There's more to it than that. To yes, Heather. Agent Flowa is back. So Agent Flowa, at this point in time, I am addressing my YouTube channel, and it's good to see you, Agent Flowa. I know you were up late last night, so this is so Agent. I don't know if it's Agent. Is it Agent Flower? Flower Power. In the mornings, every morning I will stimulate my energy, as I say, with a hot herbal liquid. Today is one of my favorites. It is mint, ginger, and hot distilled water. Agent Flower. Okay, so Agent Flower. Agent Flower. You know what's funny to me? You're always welcome as an agent. However, there are some agents, like that of Mr. Smith, Agent Flower. I don't know if you guys are associated. I don't believe you are. But in the TikTok live streams, Agent Flower, there are agents of the Matrix who infiltrate some users who are actively using the platform. And I refer to these users as NPCs/clones, okay? Agent Flower. So Agent Smith will infiltrate these users, and they will. And I know this, Agent Flower, because typically when I see Mr. Smith enter my live streams, he introduces himself in all caps. So these users will use all capital letters to display their fear frequency or opposition to what I am saying. And Agent Flower, when I'm saying this, Mr. Smith, I'm referring to the movie The Matrix, not the agents who prey on actual on the monetary users. There are individuals who prey on. There are agents of disinformation as well, Agent Flower. Okay, who are just agents of chaos, agents of the parasitic realms, if you will, Agent Flower. Okay, so you're doing this you're an agent on behalf of this platform. And let me tell you that there are agents straight up on behalf of the dark side. And they deal each and every single day with me, their spiritual opposition, the holistic Jedi. Okay. Okay, so Agent Flower, that somewhat resonates. Over time, Agent Flower, if you do follow me on TikTok/YouTube, I do believe you will become enlightened to more of what I'm expressing over time. It's an acquired taste, if you will. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Look, and so I do that, Agent Flower, using the plant-based holistic lifestyle. But as I am just becoming or remembering it. This spiritual war we face is literally all around us, Agent Flower. Literally, when we walk out the door, when we open our refrigerator, as Morpheus said, it is all around us. Okay, we are all going to start following today. Perfect. So right now, Heather, I'm being recruited or scouted, if you will, for my expressions, my authenticity, I believe, first and foremost. So, look, Flowa, I appreciate you reaching out to me. Like I said, Flowa, I normally do not entertain any agents whatsoever because of honestly, I do not care to monetize the platform. I do for fun, but since you came in at the critical time, I will take it for what it is, a synchronicity, okay? And I'm going to trust you and your experience as an official agent in social media. So one more thing for you, Agent Flower, before I log off of the BIGO app is this. And this is kind of silly. Oh yeah, of course. that is my ultimate goal on social media, just to have anybody hear me out. Even if we disagree, which a lot of the times we are going to disagree, but if we can walk away in disagreement, knowing that we just exercise our free speech and not being upset with each other, we have just raised the consciousness of every single person who has just witnessed that. Same here. There's no rush or pressure. If there's any sense of rush or pressure, I will get injured. As you can see, I will face the consequences, and then I will have to evaluate my situation. So, Agent Flower, I wanted to update you with one more thing regarding my TikTok adventure. And again, this is slightly silly, but Agent Flower, I have a backup TikTok account for when my if the backup page does go dark again in the future, and the live streams are expected to resume on Monday. However, I did purchase 1,000 followers on my backup TikTok account today. I mean, last night. So I could possibly re-enter the live streams on TikTok today. You want to help with my ban? Is that something you could do? Okay, so look, Agent Flower, is that, because look, if you guys can, obviously, I need you to unban my main account, OnlyBan619, okay? So what do I need to do, Miss Flower, to make that happen? Thank you, Heather, for your interest in what's happening here. Yeah, Agent Flower, if we could alleviate the ban situation right now, it would help me to carry on. And welcome, sexy BBW. Peach/water squirt emoji. Heather Elmore, that's a great question. Heather Elmore just asked me. Thank you, Agent Flower. I appreciate your backup, your attempts to restart my live stream. So my backup account is Telepathic DNA, one word. That's expected to receive the 1,000 paid followers, and I could access the live streams today. So Flower, that's where I'm at. Otherwise, Monday is when the account naturally resumes. My friend Heather asked me, what do I do with my fruit pulp after I juice with it? Because I do juice every single day. They absolutely do, Flower. And I don't know, Flower, and I realize I'm having two different conversations. Heather, honestly, I just throw it away, and Abigail is so upset with me. If I had access to at least half of an acre, I would have a compost pile. I am on a smart grid city in an apartment complex. Okay, so I did have an individual, a friend, who would freeze it, and then they would go to a compost near them. I throw mine away. I know it is absolutely garbage for me to do that, literally garbage. I see that you are baking it and throwing it onto your dog's food. How is that going? Is your dog enjoying that, Heather? Because if they are, I could consider doing that, or I could consider doing the same for my dog, Bluebies, who you see just behind me. Agent Flower, what you just said is true. People do need this energy, do need this presence. Jonathan Trueblood, would you like to express what you are thinking about? Do you sense we are being scammed right now, Jonathan Trueblood? And I do see you received a scarab beetle, so that is an exciting update for you, Jonathan Trueblood. So Jonathan Trueblood, what is concerning you right now about what is happening? By the way, Agent Flower, yes, people do need this energy. And Agent Flower, I get triggered very easily on the TikTok live stream due to these dark forces. But Agent Flower, I don't know if you've heard part of this conversation yesterday. You very well possibly could have. But there's a few individuals, such as myself, on the TikTok live streams who express authenticity, light workers, etc. But they do face the same exact trolls in the comments. Literally word for word, the same exact triggering response sentences. Okay, so this parasitic network is Jonathan True. So Jonathan and Heather. Jonathan is intrigued about Heather's use of the pulp and the benefits of your dog food. So Jonathan, I will relay to you what Heather has said. And Heather has just said that yes, after she makes it, she blends it into a fine powder and she just sprinkles it on, and they love it. Welcome, Savannah Tap. You are a newcomer. You are not artificial intelligence because if you were, it would not give you this introduction. I don't know how that happened because there's nobody here. So Savannah Tap, welcome. So yes, that's Jonathan. Thanks you for your contributions, Heather. Do you see how this cross-platforming experience is beneficial for everyone? So you've just assisted our friend Jonathan, which I do. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Yes, Jonathan. But sheesh. A lot of different users, a lot of different. Yes, Flower. Yes, that is my ultimate goal. By the way, Flower, I am somewhat limited in my technological items that I have here at the table. We are dealing with a MacBook Air from 2011 and iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 13. So look, what I mean to say is Black Friday will hopefully provide me with some upgrades as well as we move along. Okay, and thank you, Agent Flower. Yes, it is my ultimate goal to eventually move most of my base to the YouTube channel. That is my personal goal. However, I do believe that obviously that will take many years to accomplish. So I will accomplish. So I'll use these platforms to do so. In the meantime, yes, Agent Flower. So where can I receive these suggestions, Flower? Power. By the way, Jonathan Trueblood, Heather wanted to add that her dogs are already on a raw diet, so it's the sprinkling in works well for them. So Agent Flower, feel free to enlighten me as I speak, or direct message me, or follow me on Instagram. Or are you asking to call? Was that you? No, that was someone else. Perfect. Okay, I will do that. So, Jonathan, Flower Power, and Heather, thank you three for being here. The rest of you, I'm just going to assume you are artificial intelligence. If you are not artificial intelligence, type in your favorite number now. $22, very interesting. By the way, Agent Flower, we are very close in our chart. My partner Abigail is also a Gemini, and her favorite number is 21. So I feel like I know who I am dealing with. So please be patient with me, Agent Flower. Jonathan Trueblood. So I see you're on the beginning of something, as we know, Jonathan Trueblood. I also see you're also a Gemini. So Jonathan, what I got from you was if you could open your mind and continue to seek, you will reach those spiritual benefits, that spiritual and physical healing that you need. So Jonathan Trueblood, an open mind and continue in looking. Too complex for most, Flower. Well, Flower, I probably would have said the same thing to you 10 years ago, but I've re-accessed my telepathic ability. So I'm no longer intimidated by your presence, anyone's presence whatsoever. Actually, I'll take that back. Sometimes, Flower, honestly, when I do match to match, I was intimidated for the very first time by one of the users on here. It was very, very, very disturbing. I will admit that I was, but I did not back down. I did not back down. They alleviated themselves from my presence after requesting for me to initially dismiss myself. So I don't know what that was, but I considered it a challenge. Okay. I don't know why I take things personally sometimes, because I do. Okay, so it has just been about an hour. This is good for me. This is better for me, honestly. Look, guys, I should come onto the BIGO app before I come onto the TikTok live stream. Period. Especially when when the access is recovered, because typically what I do in the mornings, Flower, is I release a lot of rage onto the MDC/clones. Anybody who does not agree with me, essentially. So, Flower, I'm working on. Look, Flower, I do have an abrasive way of delivery that you have not seen here on BIGO yet. Thank you, Jonathan Trueblood. I really am. I appreciate that. However, when I look back to the last live stream that I lost access for, I was not displaying patience. I was definitely triggered, and I believe I was overconfident. Where you are on the chart, Flower Power, Year of the Dragon, yes, you are, as a Gemini, obviously that is a recipe for an abrasive individual. Slash, I know there's a pillowy, fluffy individual in there somewhere, just on the other side. As my partner Abigail reminds me of. Things seem to be calm. Flower. So Heather Elmore, I do expect to become massively successful on the BIGO app. I'm already getting indications from the artificial intelligence that I am exceeding 80 to 90% of the average viewer, and this is my probably 5th time on the app. So yes, as contender for TikTok live streamer of the year, obviously, I'm going to draw attention anywhere I go. And I'm borderline kidding. I'm not in the running for TikTok live streamer of the year yet. But 2024 manifestation as the Year of the Dragon, I intend to be in the running. Yes, I do. I will speak that into existence. The delivery is crucial. Yeah, and so I have an abrasive delivery technique, which is sometimes useful, but we're attempting to keep it well-rounded. And as I told Heather and friends earlier, instead of spiritually sniping and targeting and kill-shotting every single troll that enters the live stream, what I will do from now on is ignore 99.9% of every single negative comments that come through. 2 exceptions. If they make me laugh, I will laugh, and I will follow them immediately. I will read the joke so everyone can laugh. My second new rule for trolls is this. If they make it too easy for me to spiritually destroy them, that is, if they walk into an easy insult, okay, or walk into my spiritual crosshairs, I will pull the trigger accordingly. Okay. Other than that, I will I will enjoy their raging from the inside when I pretend to not even notice their existence. So, Jonathan Trueblood, I do believe that will be a much more effective way, because the more triggered they are, the more comments they will give, and the more people will join. So, yeah, I'm starting to figure out their parasitic network games. Okay, yes, it took me a couple tries. Okay, just like skateboarding. Okay, I'm going to fall, but I will re-arrive and challenge myself to carry on. I will be a mod for you on your if I'm on your live, if it helps. Heather, I lost live stream access this time because okay. Honestly, I aligned with an opinion that was stated in the Bible. Okay, that is why I lost access. I aligned with an opinion, not even an opinion, a commandment stated by the Creator Himself. I aligned with that value, and I lost live stream access for doing so. I know Flower Power is not surprised by that, but I still kind of am, Heather, but not really. But not really. As you know, I have lost live access at least once a week for the past 2 months. Flower, I can definitely tell that. As I was ripping medicinal something, sorry, my YouTube channel is recording this. I experienced that freedom. So, Heather, so again, Heather, I will definitely appoint you a moderator status, but I do not want you to ban or block anybody. If you want to pin comments throughout my live streams, please do so to help me stay on track. Pin the positive ones. I will definitely grant you moderator status. And that is ongoing. And yeah, so when I appoint you mod status once, you are a moderator forever, apparently, according to the TikTok rules. So Heather, that's my only request of you. And I will let you know if I need you to start banning people, and then you can just go ban happy, okay? But that's just my only stipulations. I do need them to expose themselves for who they are, number one. And number two, contribute to the algorithm, of course. I got lucky, she says. Agent Flower, I've gotten lucky multiple times on this platform. Multiple times. But also, I'm brand new. I don't think I'm being monitored yet. But I do believe I'm entering the beginner baby step phases here, because I am new and not signed. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I do not want to make my agent look bad. I'm just joking. Yes, I will keep that in mind, most definitely. Haters are going to hate, as Heather said. Does the other viewer in the YouTube want to identify themselves? Who am I dealing with in the YouTube channel? Is it a straggling random YouTube viewer who was lost, or perhaps are you gathered here from my TikTok channel? Towards the end of the month, they needlessly banned. Well, I'm wondering why that could be, Flower. Is it because if they ban you, they don't have to pay you out? That's effective. I'm looking for the other user to reveal themselves in the YouTube at this point in time. But if you wish to remain anonymous, that is fine. By the way, guys, I do not like the way this this. I don't like the way the AirMac is set up. It's not as flattering to what I'm capable of displaying. It's in fact quite. It just doesn't. It doesn't really. I'm not sure what's going on here. Is what I'm trying to say. And Flower, look, Flower. Sometimes I'm impressed with my ability to pick up on common sense things, because, yes, although it is very common, sometimes it feels like a superpower. And this is very interesting because on this screen, I am. I feel like I look normal, even though it's these letters are backwards. So my image is backwards, but it looks right to me. When I look on this screen, however, hi guys. For some reason, look, the characters are in the correct. They are in the right way. But it just feels weird to me. It feels weird to me. I think it's because when we look in a mirror, we in our entire lives we see the mirror image, but this is not a mirror image. This is very very different than what I'm used to looking at. The camera is probably mirrored. Yes, Flower, you obviously express your common sense on a consistent basis. And I will be displaying my lack of common sense from time to time here as well. It is only my authenticity that matters the most. You can mirror this screen too. I do not want that. I do not want to mirror the screen too. No, I like the Alice in Wonderland effect. I'm not sure what you would call it. The reverse image. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, don't. It's awkward. Thank you, Flower. Thank you for confirming my suspicion that this screen is awkward. And Heather is agreeing that this is a weird setup. And guys, this is needed for me to broadcast myself in my most authentic way. So Heather, this awkward reverse or exact mirror image will go onto the YouTube live stream as well at my expense. Because I'm sitting here talking to myself on the screen for an entire hour, and I do look inverted, and I'm already an odd-looking individual. So this broadcast will be uploaded at my at the expense of my self-confidence. So YouTube is how we see you, both digital and physical. Yes, okay. So that's good to know. Sometimes when I upload the videos that aren't live to YouTube, it will give me this flattering image that we see here, this reverse image. Okay. Wow, it's a funny, because in this screen my hand is going this way, and in this screen it's going that way, but now it's going this way. Yes. Agent Flower has become my biggest supporter. Okay. And she sent me a dragon. Heather, I don't know if you have seen my references to Jar Jar Binks. Heather, can I ask you your association with the Star Wars universe? Are you a fan or not? If you're not, I will spare you. But if you're interested, I have a correlation that has to do with a writer of Star Wars. Okay, George Lucas essentially abandoned his storyline for Star Wars once he began facing a lot of criticism. So he withdrew his authenticity from the franchise, and we all saw what happened to Star Wars as a result. It failed. Okay, so that being said, I will learn from the failure of George Lucas and post this. This is the most authentic version of this of my vision, and I will post it. Unlike George Lucas, who withdrew his vision and then was financially obliterated and lost everything he worked for throughout his entire life for doing so. Sweet Mama is back. Welcome, Sweet Mama. Sweet Mama, did you get a chance to visit me over on OnlyMan619 on the TikTok, perhaps? Because that is where you guys will find me. That is where you guys will find me most of the time. I will check in on BioGo now that I have now that I have attracted the right person into my life, Flower Power, okay? And Heather Elmore, you're not the first attractive girl who has pushed Star Wars off to the side. Heather Elmore, Star Wars is a story expressing humanity's role in the spiritual war we face. Okay, they use Star Wars as a storyline to portray the spiritual war. Look at it as a story of humanity, using science fiction to explain spiritual warfare. Heather, that's all it is. Okay, so I will spare you the details. Welcome, Coin Grand Rising. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. Grand Rising, indeed. I'm stimulating my energy right now with hot distilled water, mint, and ginger. Sent you info about getting set up on here. Thank you. Are you the technological genius that our friend Flower has referred me to? If so, is there any way you can unban my TikTok account from live stream access, or you're not? Okay. Well, he might have some digital connections. I will fish. Or do you have access to a TikTok account that has 1,000 followers, perhaps? And if you do, just go ahead and direct message me that information. And guys, don't worry, agents. You're not fighting for my you don't have to compete for my attention or for my digital avatar or whatever. This is not a race. The explanation of the desert scene with R2-D2 and C-3PO was eye-opening. Look, sweet mama, thank you. You will look for your old phone today. Okay, sweet mama, look. Yes, this is the assistance. This is the assistance I'm looking for. Okay, guys. Because to me, it is spreading the holistic message that matters the most. Yes, I will monetize the platform along the way. Look, Heather's dog's name is Vader. So that is not a coincidence. Heather's dog's name is Vader. So it has to account for something, she says. Well, do you know what character resonates with me the most? It is Anakin Skywalker, okay? Particularly the Anakin Skywalker from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, /3, where he obliterates younglings /NPCs /clones out of frustration, okay? And we all know, Heather, and if I ruined this for you, I'm sorry, but Anakin Skywalker does in fact become Darth Vader himself. So yes, Heather, it does account for something. Along your liquid fasting journey or along your fast, I invite you for you and your teenager to watch this miraculous series together, starting with Star Wars Episode 1, because it is very, very visually stimulating. I know Episode 4, 5, and 6 are outdated, but it is the story that will stimulate you. Okay, it is a very, very powerful story. But if you wish for both visual stimulation and storyline, Star Wars Episode 1, I do believe, is my all-time favorite Star Wars movie. And that is where George Lucas began to lose control of his series and where he considered selling the franchise to Disney. And that is what happened. So Heather, basically all of that was to say I will learn from the failure of George Lucas and carry on with my vision. This awkward imaging was part of that vision, and it will be uploaded to the Only Band 619 page as already discussed in my full authentic way. Okay. So Heather, if you guys do end up watching Star Wars, I have a couple of people who are starting the Star Wars series thanks to those correlations I was making. So if you do happen to do so, great. If not, that's great too. But it's funny because I am about to watch Star Wars Episode 3. I'm about to finish it because look, as many people have told me, I do need to take a break, okay, from the social media realms. As you can see, it's an hour 9 in. I'm not even flinching, barely. Actually, I am. Heather, it does take a lot to do this, okay? And Flower Power, as you know, this does require energy. And it's funny because when you're scrolling on your phone at work randomly and you see these influencers, you're thinking to yourself, they're not working at all. They're not doing any actual, what are they doing on here? They think they're making a difference. If only they knew that this does require effort. Agent Flower, let me scroll up and see if I can pick up on some of what you said. Let's see, because I am new to the platform. So, okay, yeah, I do see what he was saying. Let me click on him and just check. Let me check on them. He was here last night, so I did interact with this individual last night. But I do want to read the codes here. He's following me on IG, sending you info about getting set up. Okay, so I do notice how he's gone. So yeah, I will keep that in mind when I'm making whatever decisions that need to be made as far as the financial. You being here right now, Flower, checking up on me and just seeing how I'm. Obviously, I'm new to the app. I was questioning, and you did answer this question about artificial intelligence. So yes, I will keep in mind the human behind what you are doing here. Okay, the human who is here guiding me through this process. Yes, Flower, it means a lot to me. Okay, because look, at the end of the day, I'm making a lot of money in the 3D realm, exponentially more than I'm making through social media at this point in time. And I barely have to do anything. So money is not an issue for me. By the way, Flower Power, and yes, I'm going to flex a little bit because I rarely do this, but my partner, Abigail, does have a master's degree from UCSD. And there are the past 2 months, I have matched her income. So, money is only for fun right now. I mean, yes, I realize I do need it to afford everything behind me, which I have done so by myself with my own income without my partners. So look, that being said, Flower Power, what means the most to me is not financial. Okay. It literally means nothing. It is reaching the users on as many people as possible. Yes, the money is going to afford me the lifestyle that I'm creating right now. I will use the funds to, obviously advance myself. So it's not that it doesn't mean anything, but it's not my first decision. It's not the first. It's never the first consideration I make when I'm making a decision, if you will. Okay. Heather is saying that she works in pharmaceuticals and has options about drug-based therapy. She's interested to hear my thoughts, and if you think that all diseases are curable through diet and herbs. Heather Elmore, yes, I do. Yes, I do, Heather Elmore. And look, I'll type this in the chat room for you right now. And I think you've already seen, may have heard of this individual, Yaki Awakened. look, this individual was literally a gangster from the streets of St. Louis, okay? As you know, in these hoods, they only provide to the inner cities the absolute worst poison possible. That means fried chicken, McDonald's, etc. So this individual was struck with a heart attack in his 30s, or I'm sorry, at the age of 21. I just posted this on my TikTok, Heather. I think you saw the video. I think you commented on it. So yes, Yaki Awakened received a heart attack at 21, and more than being shot, more than being stabbed. All right, this individual did in fact it did scare him to the point to where he he took the doctor seriously, what he was saying, and he went on a 120-day juice fast, Heather. Dr. Sebi has passed, but Yaki Awakened has studied, yes, extensively the teachings of Dr. Sebi. So Yaki Awakened, this individual I'm speaking about, is still alive. He is probably my #1 mentor at this point in time. And he cured himself, Heather, of all of his chronic illnesses, okay? And there were very, very many of them that he reversed on 120 days on juices. Okay? And also transformed his financial situation into financial failure into millionaire. Okay, Heather Elmore? By the way, Heather Elmore, I don't know if you got a chance to follow Audra Bear. All of these people, Heather, Audra Bear, Yaki Awakened, and yes, even Dr. Sebi would answer yes to your question. You have your own opinions about drug-based. So you're in the pharmaceutical industry, so you already have that perspective working in the pharmaceutical industry. Sorry, Jonathan. Okay, Heather. So yes, Heather. By the way, as you know, Yaki attempted to. He took what the doctor said seriously. So he tried the pharmaceuticals, he tried the pills, okay, and none of it worked. None of it worked. So he stopped that protocol immediately and went on 120 days of juice, reclaimed his life, and is now a millionaire, and is now emptying out stadiums throughout the country to spread his message. Perfect. Okay, so you are affiliated with Audra Bear. Okay, so Heather, you have some strong mentors, way more capable than I am, but I'm still here to display my opinions and my authenticity, which is just as helpful. But Heather, Yaki Awakened, look, he answered your question here. Yes, all diseases are curable through diet and herbs. Yes, all of them. Magic herbs and fungi, that is interesting that you asked me that. I'm actually going to have some magic fungi, a micro version, here later on. Hopefully, if the account, my backup account, on Telepathic DNA, I can enter the live streams and more enlightened. MS and changing my diet have improved. Okay, so Flower has MS, and changing her diet has improved her symptoms dramatically, Heather. So Heather, you know the answer to the question, Heather. You're just trying to gather up more courage. Yes, Heather. And Heather, look, I know when you are in. This is why I got this message from you, or I picked up on your energy. And yes, there are times where you will face to face with yourself, and there's going to be nobody there to help you. Okay, not even your mentors. Not even me. I will not be able to help you at that point. And I think you're starting to understand some of that, Heather Elmore. Okay. Okay. That was 20 more minutes than I was intending. So thank you, Flower Power. I'm excited to see what I can learn from you here as well, Flower Power. So thank you for walking me through my very first days on this app. I'm going to trust your experience here. And most importantly, I'm going to take your evaluations, concerns from a human being perspective and not a financial one, okay? So Heather, and the user who has not identified themselves, do you want to reveal yourself to me at this point in time? Because I am being joined by Heather in the YouTube channel now, and along with my BuyGo app. So look, Heather, I guess we have a user in here. I'm not sure who they are. Perhaps one of our TikTok friends, okay? So guys, I will relieve myself from the holistic dining room table at this point. It is 10:08. I did spend more time than I wanted to, unfortunately. But Heather, if you were not here, I wouldn't be here. So Heather, thank you for being here, and along with Jonathan Trueblood, okay? Thank you again, Flower. Okay, it was good to see you back here too. The more people I can talk to and build, yes, this community with, this holistic warrior network with, is specifically why I'm here for the next 3 years, to do just that. Okay, so BuyGo, I will be logging off. Agent Flower, I will keep you in mind. And yeah, guys, I will message you guys if the telepathic DNA does in fact go live today. I will message you guys and let you know if I got scammed out of $26. All right. So yeah, stay tuned. And day 6. No. Day 7. Wait. What day is it? Yeah, thank you. J True, you see the come up. The come up is clear. Yeah, there is no stopping. There's no stopping me, Jonathan Trueblood. This digital avatar, Jonathan Trueblood, is way too powerful. Way too much attention to be gathered. Okay, so I will funnel that attention that this avatar gathers in the most positive direction. So thank you, J True. I appreciate that. Thank you, Heather Elmore. It was great to see you once again. Okay, and even better after I got the spiritual signal from you, Heather. So for you to arrive here today, I feel relieved now, because I was not worried, but there in spirit, sharing some similar frustrations. All right, awesome, Heather. On 7. What does that mean? On day 7, yes, yes, day 7. Thank you. This was day 7, wasn't it? Yes. Yesterday was day 6. What is the date? I'll access the date later. Okay, Agent Flower, you're giving me so many upgrades. I will return to the BuyGo apps in a Super Saiyan state. Okay, 11:11, 10:11 here. Okay. Sweet Mama is back. Did you find your phone, Sweet Mama? Are you here to let me know that you did in fact find your phone? Okay. So you joined to let me know you just followed my TikTok account, and sorry, on your new account, and you'll let me know when you find your old phone. Okay. All right, Sweet Mama. You're making, Sweet Mama, thank you very much. I will log on to my TikTok and I will follow you back. By the way, sweet mama, I did attempt to purchase 1,000 followers on my backup account, so that I might be able to reintroduce myself to the live streams. If I do, I will let you know if that venture worked through. If I got scammed, I will also let you know if I got scammed. And that was $26. So I could have done a lot with $26. So if somebody in Dubai took $26 from me, I'm just confused as to why they would do that. We can get you the live access on the new one if you want, silly, for free. Okay. Yes, I do want that Flower Power. So Telepathic DNA, one word, is the new account. If you could, you need 1,000 followers. So I don't know how you guys can give me followers, but give me followers to Telepathic DNA right now, Flower Power, and I will sign whatever contract you want. Would I be able to just write it in the chat room? I have videos from my page on this account, Flower Power. Check it out, Flower Power. That is my backup account, and my main account. They're back to back. OnlyVan619 is the main account. The backup account is right here, Telepathic DNA. Flower Power, tell me what I need to do. Please reach out to me through that platform, okay? Because I will be logging off BIGO. If you need to message me through BIGO, that is fine. So guys, right now, I do need to do some things in the 3D realm, guys. Like, please allow me. And that is the medicinal fungi Jonathan Trueblood was referring to. That is number one. Okay, Flower Power, you're on it now. Thank you. Number two is this. I will be taking a bath today. And there's nothing wrong with my hygiene. But guys, I just reintroduced myself to Epsom salt baths, guys. So that is what I'm missing out on right now. As fun as this is, nothing is going to come close to me sitting in the Epsom salt bath. Are you kidding me? Okay, Agent Flower is reaching out to me on TikTok right now. So I will end the live stream. Thank you, Agent Flower. Thank you, Jonathan Trueblood. I'm on day 7. Thank you. So I will tag all of you on my new page. And sweet mama, I have a feeling you will find your phone very soon, okay? Thank you guys, X-Rated Gucci. I am a TikTok celebrity, OnlyVan619. Everybody needs to follow me now. And obviously a future BIGO celebrity. I will be a leader on the BIGO live streams by the end of 2024. That means I would, along with Flower and I, will be as a team making 15 grand each per month. And I'm looking forward to that, Agent Flower. Okay. You unlock this ability. Or expedited, rather. Okay. Thank you, TikTok, for or YouTube, for dealing with this actual image while the BIGO gets my reverse doctored image, the more my mirror image. So when I look into the mirror, look at this, guys. Look at this modeling. But then when I come over here. When I come over here, there's a different. Yeah, there's obviously a different angle here, guys. Not as flattering. Heather Elmore, goodbye. I will log off both applications now. Thank you, Heather, so much. Carry on, Heather. Carry on. And the spiritual signal I felt from you, look, just know that you are not alone when you're dealing with whatever that was. Just know that you're on the right track. That's part of it, okay? Whatever happened to you was supposed to happen. That's exactly part of the journey, okay? And I will see you soon back on the live stream very shortly. It appears we have some professionals working on the situation. Okay. You are welcome, Heather, as always. So the TikTok or the YouTube is now